Alrighty, super quick video, just showing you what I got out of those couple of boxes. It's next to nothing, as I expected, and I've got to say, it was super depressing going through those boxes. It was, yeah, op shop fucking rubbish. Anyway, when I said you were right last night, you were kind of right. Because you had to go as far as to be specific about the year and release. And I do not have a Kudu version of Grover Washington Jr.'s Mr. Magic. I have a Motown repress, still in its shrink, which with its $3.99 price tag, reduced from $5.98, so that's some good buying there. I'm probably going to remove that shrink because it looks a little bit rubbish, but hopefully it's protected the cover itself. But yeah, originally released in '75 as you suggested, but unfortunately not the Kudu release, but the Motown release. Regardless, I'm happy to have it. I hope it sounds good. The vinyl is in pretty good shape and should clean up to be, you know, pretty close to VG Plus. So happy to have that. I've seen some really varied prices for it. And with postage, you know, I probably couldn't have bought this for less than $30, I don't think. Is it worth $30? Like, I mean, you know, hopefully I would have been able to get it maybe at a fair for, I don't know, 20. You know, you correct me if you think it's worth more. I'm just trying not to oversell it. Yeah, you know, happy that's what made me buy the lot. I knew this one was in there too, and it's obviously wasn't going to make me buy it, but it didn't hurt. So it's the In Crowd from Ramsey Lewis Trio, his earlier trio, not the great trio of Morris Jennings and Eaton Cleveland. This one's in a little bit rougher shape, but looking at Discogs, looks like it's about a $10 record, maybe 15. Still got the West End stamp there. From Johannesburg, not the West End we know. There was quite a few records from a few different South African artists in the boxes, so it must have belonged to some South African people or person. This one side on this does have some scratches that will produce some pops, I think. So, you know, it'll be a VG at best by the time I get it cleaned up, and cover probably not even that, maybe a G+. But you know, that's just the second thing. And the last thing I got was some Stan Getz and Louis Bonva on Verve. Now, I don't think this record's got a heap of value. I did look it up on Discogs. There's two available from Australian sellers, one from $20, one for $40. But then there's a lot of cheaper records available, just, you know, without postage. I mean, by the time you add postage, it's just becoming a bit too expensive. I was probably, I did spot this yesterday before I did the purchase. It wasn't something that made the decision for me, but I thought, you know, that's in there as well. And it's probably influenced a little bit by that YouTube channel you put me onto, the 10-minute reviews. I'm still making my way through the album label series, but I watch you know, half of one every other night or something, and I'm slowly making my way through. And it's just a bit of the influence of some of, you know, obviously he's got a lot of interest in bebop and the earlier 50s, 60s jazz. I'm also making my way through that Ken Burns documentary. I'm 4 parts through that, but I'm only up to sort of like the 30s at the moment, not when this was made. Anyway, I've streamed a little bit of this, or played a little bit of this on YouTube today, and it's really nice. It's as you would expect. It's Latin jazz, but it's chilled, and it's the Stan Getz has got this beautiful warm sax tone, and I'm actually like really looking forward to spinning the whole album. The vinyl itself's in really nice shape. Should clean up pretty good. The cover's a little bit dirty and creased, but I mean, I think it's a 1950s release, so you know it's old. But yeah, so I got that as well. So I ask you, did I get my $46 worth? I think maybe or not, or sort of not quite there. Like I say, I'll put those 2 boxes of leftover junk back through the auction next year. And at best, I mean, at worst, I reckon, you know, they'll sell for, you know, say $35 and less 20% seller's fee. You know, I might end up with $25 for them back. So that means these 3 records cost me 20. So that's what I'm sort of planning on. Yeah, so anyway, you let me know. But this one I think is the surprise. I mean, I haven't listened to Mr. Magic for a long time. Last time was on YouTube. So I mean, that was the buy for me. And I'll just throw this out there. This is not part of the haul, but what is part of the haul, but Silver Convention. I will spin this. Whether I keep it or not will be a different thing. I already own a Silver Convention album. I mean, it is op shop stuff, isn't it? Pretty disco. I don't play the other one I've got, and I have, you know, as part of my condoing that I'll be doing over Christmas, I'm going to do a cull through my records as well, and it's quite likely the other one I own will be removed. So anyway, I threw that in there just to show you. This was supposed to be quick. It's now 6 minutes, so catch you later, man.